2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. It's the 80's team and the Phoenix Suns. And it's the Suns to start out. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Bird. McHale is out there at Malone. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Johnson in at the point. Now, here's Bridges. Here's Paul. Misses off the right iron. Outside Jordan. Over Booker. And Jordan gets it to go.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Paul passes to Booker. Here's Bridges. There's the triple. And Booker is good for three.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Jordan kicks to Bird. Johnson outside. Passes it to Bird. Kicks it out to Johnson. Lets the three fly. The offensive rebound. Here's McHale. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Booker with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Here's Crowder. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the 80's team. It's a three-point game. McHale kicks to Johnson. Ball against Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Jordan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Booker. Down low. Crowder dishes to Bridges. For three. Booker. Another three for Phoenix.
Offense clicking early here. 3 for 4 to start this one.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Bird. Here's Jordan, defended by Booker. They get it back. McHale, rejected by Crowder. Jordan against Booker. Here's Ayton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Intensity from Ayton, consistently finding different ways to get at the defense and make them overcommit.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
DeAndre Ayton back in 2018 heard his name called first in the NBA draft, and he averaged a double-double in his first year in the NBA. Exciting to see what is next for this big man.
Ayton hits them both. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Jordan. Jordan can't get that one to fall.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
There's the pass to Paul. Over Johnson. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
That's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thanks. I spoke with the head coach of the 80's team, facing one of the most competitive players in history with Chris Paul. Here's what Coach said. Chris is going to do whatever it takes to win. We have to match that mentality from the get-go. They're going to tilt the game against us. They know just how tough a matchup this will be. Guys?
Thanks, David.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
So the 80's team called timeout. They're first.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the 80's team. Down by 12. Out to the right wing. Here's Jordan to stop the run. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And right there, you see how quickly MJ gets into the air. Yet another one of his natural gifts.
Ayton against Malone. And there's Booker on the assist by Ayton. Booker's got 8 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now Johnson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And they double up Jordan. And here's Bird from the arc. And the 3 ball is good. Bird's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the 80's team. Booker outside. Here's Crowder. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Jordan's shot is off. Bird against Bridges. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now here's Johnson. Bird outside. Back to Johnson. Over Paul. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
On the wing, Johnson. Defended by Paul. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Ayton. It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. And McHale drops them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Paul against Johnson. Paul passes to Bridges. And Ayton gets double teamed. Back to Bridges. That's a 2 from Paul. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And it's Malone finishing it off.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Now here's Paul. Booker. Malone with the block. And here's Bird for 3. It's good from long range. Bird's got a couple of threes now in the first for the 80's team.
Could there be any doubt? I mean, Bird's such a dead-eye shooter. Sometimes this guy practices threes with his eyes closed.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Some changes for Phoenix. Sharch checked in for Crowder. Johnson comes in for Bridges, and it's Payne in for Paul. Phoenix with the ball. 6-point lead. Johnson finds Payne. Suns moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Booker. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Jordan. Now it's Thomas running. He can go all the way. A slam dunk by Thomas.
A good job there. Jordan getting him in transition, and he does so much. You almost forget how dominant he can be defensively.
Here's Sharch to the paint. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by McHale. Here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And Phoenix making a change here. Craig's checked in. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Sharch looking around. The 80's team with the ball. They're on a 16.
Wow! You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Thomas. Payne passes to Sharch. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Phoenix shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
First one falls for him.
Saric enjoyed an unbelievable amount of success overseas, and it's amazing how we continue to find these great international stories and how much the sport continues to scour the globe for this kind of talent.
Sharch nails them both.
A big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Pass to Bird. To the inside. That's good from Malone on the assist by Bird.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Payne with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Passes to Craig. To the paint. He's looking for McHale and finds him. Outside Jordan. For Booker. Jordan can't get it to go. And here's Sharch. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Here's Craig. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. The 80's team making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Booker outside. And Sharch kicks to Booker. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense there from Irving. Thomas passes to Malone. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Booker against Irving. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Upside Thomas. Pass to Malone. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Craig. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Bird pulls it in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And without a doubt, one of the greatest small men we've ever seen. Zeke possesses the skill and determination to just take over a game at any point.
This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Thomas. The 80s team making some changes. Olajuwon's checked in for Malone. Abdul-Jabbar comes in for McHale. And James Worthy is subbed in for Larry Bird. And both free throws good for Thomas. Suns trail by 4. Johnson outside. They get the rebound. Saric nails the baby hook.
And Saric being aggressive on the offensive glass, and that kind of activity is doing a good job gaining them some bonus points.
Now here's Thomas. Double team on Thomas. And there's the pass to Olajuwon. Back to Thomas. Outside Worthy. 5 on the clock. Here's Irving. Sinks that one from the post. And the 80s team leads by 4.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Booker outside. Over Irving. No good from Booker. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Count that one. And it's a 6-point 80s team lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
To the middle, here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
We're finding the weakness in the defense. That's the court savvy of Thomas at work.
Booker looking around. Over Irving. No dice from the high post. And so it's the visiting team with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look, guys, at the 80s team performance. What are your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And the 80s team has possession. On the court for the 80s team, they've got Abdul-Jabbar. Irving is out there with Thomas. Then it's Olajuwon, and it's Worthy in at the 3 slot. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Thomas got 7.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Booker. The shot off that time. And the 80s team going the other way now.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Worthy, the pass to Olajuwon. Over Booker. A nice shot by Olajuwon. And it's an 11-point 80s team lead.
And that's the rub. I mean, as good as Olajuwon is on the blocks, he can be equally as effective from mid-range.
And the dunk by Booker.
And that's a little like a fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And the 80s team has possession. Following the score by Phoenix.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Kicks to paint.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Here's Worthy. Connects from three-point range. Worthy's got the lead up to 12 now for the 80s team. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Payne. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Ahead, Bridges with the steal. Pass to Booker. Back to Bridges. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Johnson dishes to Booker. Shot clock at 5. The Suns need to get a shot off. And it's Johnson with the jam.
But Booker has established that he can score, and now showing that he can play make.
Passes it to Irving. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Phoenix calls timeout. So for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for Saric. Crowder comes in for Johnson. And it's Paul in for Cameron Payne. Phoenix with the ball. A 12-point game. Ayton kicks to Bridges. Pass to Paul. Here's the 3. The shot missing. And the 80s team going the other way now.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And that one drops for him. He's got 6.
That's when Chris Paul kicks in that extra gear, 4th to 5th, and I love how he slips past the D on the drive.
Olajuwon with it. Bridges covering. Here's Irving. The turnaround jumper. Count it.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Now the pass to Booker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
I like when Devin Booker's decisive about forcing the action. It's clear the defense is respecting his ability to score the ball.
The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
Well, Devin Booker is among some of the youngest, most elite scorers that the league has ever seen. And the sky is the limit for this guy.
The 80s team making a switch here. Wilkins is checked in. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the 80's team. Wilkins against Paul, and the layup's good off the glass. And the 80's team leads by 13.
Boy, he is quick off his feet and really stronger than he looks. Wilkins can burn you in that painted area. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Cranes the 19-footer. Wilkins has got 4 this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now here's Paul. He's got 6. Can't connect from the right block. Johnson, the pass to Worthy. Now Wilkins from deep. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Paul. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Just sticking with the play. Chris Paul there, determined to make something happen. Maintains his focus all the way through that one.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Phoenix. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Wilkins.
And you look at Wilkins, everybody talks about the spectacular athleticism, but in some ways, I think he's just underrated as a basketball player. It just does so many things well for his team.
Both free throws good from Wilkins. Suns trail by 18. Booker outside. Johnson against Paul. Paul can't get that one to fall.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Crowder against McHale. Pass to Bridges. Paul outside. Beyond the arc. That one doesn't go. And the 80's team going the other way now. Jordan inside, defended by Paul. Count it.
And you can just see the extraordinary competitiveness. MJ staying laser focused after absorbing the contact.
Now here's Paul. He's got 8. Outside Crowder. Back to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Make it 5 for 10 within the net bucket.
Well, right now the defense completely uncomfortable in guarding pick and rolls with Chris Paul. He loves to dice up the D in those sets.
To the left side wing. Olajuwon kicks to Johnson. Jordan the pass to Wilkins. And he gets it to go. Wilkins has got 11.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Malone's checked in for Olajuwon. Jordan against Booker. The shot, no good. Jordan with some nice D. On the wing, Johnson. Over Paul. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Now here's Booker. 13 points in the game.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Ayton wide open.
and haven't really been that sharp from beyond the arc. And they're only getting worse as we get closer to halftime.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
For the 80s team. Dominic Wilkins, 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Both free throws good from Wilkins.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Booker. Over Jordan. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Booker's got 15.
Booker doing a great job of taking advantage right now of the defense.
Malone with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Jordan inside. Working on Booker. And Malone gets it to go on the assist by Jordan. 10 points for him.
Just playing with poise and confidence, man. They continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Now here's Ayton. Dominic Wilkins comes up with the rebound. He dishes it to Jordan. Down low. Wilkins passes to Johnson. Yes, that goes in. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Proving once again that he can flat out do it all. Magic phenomenal at creating off the dribble, this time burning the defense with the catch and fire.
Phoenix shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
DeAndre Ayton at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Phoenix. Ayton hits them both. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw drops for Malone. Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Cameron Payne comes in for Booker. And he makes both free throws. On offense, here are the Suns. And here's Payne. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Paul can't get it to go.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And he just possesses that ability to wow the crowd every time he steps on the hardwood. They don't call him the human highlight for nothing.
Now here's Payne. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Outside Crowder. He kicks it to Paul. Ayton dishes to Paul. Back to Ayton. And nothing is falling for him right now. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. 3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Here's Paul after Magic Johnson's bucket. And the call is going to be...
screen.
Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
The 80s team making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Pass to Jordan for the 3. Here's Bird. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Paul. 10 points for him. Payne gets a wide open look. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Sharch is checked in for Jay Crowder. The 80s team also changing it up. Abdul-Jabbar comes in for Dominique Wilkins. And Irving subbed in for Jordan. It's been a very successful stretch for him.
I mean, you are so right. This is quite a run they're on.
Thomas passes to Abdul-Jabbar. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
All up top, covered by Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Julius Irving. That's his first personal foul.
The Suns have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Paul.
This is an area where Chris Paul has been solid every year, always right around 90% from the charity stripe.
And so he makes both from the line. The 80s team with the ball. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Bird outside. Clock at 6. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
This offense just continues to impress.
Ball against Irving. Johnson outside from the arc. No good that time. And so it's the visiting team. Way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game so far from Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Johnson's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Andre Ayton out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And how about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Now here's Johnson. Malone kicks to Jordan. Out to Bird. The 19-foot shot, and it's good off the glass. Bird's got 12 in the game.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch-and-shoot game.
The 15-footer. It's rebounded by Johnson.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
Here's Booker. The 80's team making their last shot. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Now that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
That one drops for him.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
To the left wing. The pass to Bridges. Nice jump shot. Good. 6 points for him.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Paul against Johnson, and Jordan has it in the corner. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
Michael Jordan.
Johnson's got his 5th assist in this one.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
Now here's Booker. He's got 17. Knocked loose and stolen by Jordan. Johnson in the corner. Pass to Malone. Floats one, and he sinks the layup. Malone's got 4 points this quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 6. It's Crowder on the wing. He's guarded by McHale. The 80's team with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Bridges with the steal. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, the big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
Passes it to McHale. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Jordan with the bucket.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Pass to Bridges. Jordan against Booker. Over Jordan. No good from Booker. The 80's team with the ball. Johnson outside. Inside. And Kevin McHale, the bucket on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists now in the game. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Kicks it to Bridges. And Ayton gets double-teamed. The pass to Crowder. That shot, no good. And the 80's team going the other way now. And Jordan has it in the corner. That one goes in. Jordan's got 8 here in the quarter.
It's just one of those nights where Jordan can do no wrong offensively. And let's talk about the endurance to go along with it. Wow.
And here's Booker from the arc. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the three.
Johnson draws the double. Paul with the steal. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. Launches the three. And it's Paul missing. To the middle. Here's Jordan. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Man, the body control and focus. I mean, Jordan able to draw the foul and still finish the basket.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. So for the Suns, Sharch checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Torrey Craig comes in for Jay Crowder. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. The 80's team also changing it up. Olajuwon's checked in for Malone. Worthy comes in for McHale. And Gervin subbed in for Larry Bird.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Payne finds Booker. And the three off target. And a wide open look for Jordan. Sinks the triple. Jordan's got 14 points now in the second half.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Pass to Craig. He feeds it to Sharch. Booker draws the double. 6 on the shot clock. Great open look there. Payne's got his first 3 points of the game.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Jordan the pass to Olajuwon. Here's Johnson, and Magic Johnson with the slam.
Good look there as well. And this is what Hakeem's worked on. Pay too much attention to him, and he'll burn you with a nice find.
Now here's Booker. 20 points for him. Goes up, and slam dunk by Jordan.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Payne. No good from outside.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Here's Bridges. Following the score by James Worthy. Bridges passes to Sharch. Back to Bridges. Feeds to Sharch. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I like the effort there from Sharch on the jumper. Sees the defender, but still sticks with it.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
And that one falls from Sharch. And Phoenix making a change here. Johnson's checked in. The 80's team also changing it up. Irving's checked in for Jordan. And Isaiah Thomas is subbed in for Magic Johnson. And so he hits both. The 80's team with the ball. Passes it to Irving. Olajuwon trying to break free. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And for Olajuwon, when you think of rebounding, it's not just his size and lift. Also, the instincts play a role.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Olajuwon. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Over Gervin. Here's Sharch. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Sharch has got 4 this quarter.
Well, Sharch on the inside has really good quality footwork.
And he jams it with authority.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Payne. Booker outside. Launches a 3. And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. Olajuwon's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Thomas dishes to Olajuwon over Johnson and misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Payne to the inside. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here comes the break. Here's Gervin. That 3 off the mark. Booker outside. Dishes to Payne. It's blocked. But he stays with it. Just 5 on the clock. And he overshot that one, missing.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now, here is Olajuwon. He's got 5, and that one, good. Olajuwon's got 7 points in the game.
They haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
Payne in the post. He's covered by Irving. Here's Craig. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Payne. No good off the back of the rim.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Here's Booker, following the score by James Worthy. Booker, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Some of the greatest shooters in the game always talk about being on balance. Booker does a great job there. Keeps his eyes on the prize.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
One shot.
Free throw good, Booker. And the 80's team has possession. Left side, Worthy. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Worthy's got 6 points in the quarter.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Booker. He's got 23. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Irving.
And not many guys Irving's size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism.
Boy, shot out of a cannon on that possession. Good look up court.
And it's the Suns with the ball. The 80's team making their last shot. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Langston Galloway comes in for Booker, and Moore subbed in for Cameron Payne. Here's Worthy, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw drops for Worthy.
One of the most feared, versatile scorers at that forward position. Big game James always seems to make the most out of any situation.
Now here's Moore. Will it go? Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Thomas passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Worthy. The feed now to Irving. And the slam dunk by Irving.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Now here's Moore. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The tray. And it's Irving with the rebound. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the 80s team. The shot's good from Worthy.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, this team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the 80s team opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back right after this.
Venom.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Now Moore. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for the 80s team, they've got Abdul-Jabbar. Thomas is out there with Wilkins. Then there's Worthy. And it's Dantley in at the small forward position. And there's Worthy on the assist by Thomas. Worthy's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the 80s team. Now here's Moore. He kicks it to Galloway. Sweet little floater.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Thomas against Moore. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Outside Worthy. Now here's Wilkins. Guarded closely. Yep, it counts. Wilkins has got 19 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Moore kicks to Galloway. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And Wilkins slams it in.
And I'm not sure it's even possible to throw it too high for Dominique. He has a vertical plus the length, and that's an alley-oop waiting to happen every time he runs the floor.
Kaminsky finds Galloway. 5 on the clock, and good that time. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Thomas against Moore. Here's Dantley. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The pass to Šarić. Worthy pulls it in.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Moore passes to Galloway. No good on the triple. The 80s team with the ball. Pass to Thomas. Back to Worthy. And Worthy throws it down.
At this point, I don't know what you can do
to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And Saric kicks to Moore. From deep. And the Suns miss again.
And if you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Moore against Thomas. Moore dishes to Saric. Shot to stop the run. No good from Moore. And the 80s team has possession. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Out of bounds, it will go to the Suns.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Carter, he's checked in for the Suns. Moore with it. Passes it to Galloway. And here's Carter. With the tip, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Outside Wilkins, pass to Thomas. Now here is Abdul-Jabbar, and the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Here's Galloway, defended by Wilkins. Galloway with the bucket.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from it.
Thomas passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Chalk up 2 there.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
There's the pass to Craig. Kicks it to Galloway. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. The 80s team making some changes. Olajuwon comes in for James Worthy, and Gervin subbed in for Dominique Wilkins.
George Gervin.
Here's Galloway. Buries it from three-point range. Galloway has got 9 points in the quarter.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Pass to Dantley. Back to Gervin. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. And Galloway pulls it down. And oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
Thomas to Gervin. Looks for Thomas, gets it to him, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Isaiah Thomas.
Great game for him, double-double now. 11 points and 15 assists. Here's Moore. Passes to Galloway. 4 on the clock. Kaminsky. Good D by Olajuwon. The 80s team with the ball, and they're moving it up.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now Moore. Pass to Kaminsky. There's the dish to Galloway. Misses the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. Over to the left wing. Now here's Kaminsky. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Moore outside. Over Thomas. No good from Moore. Enzo Thomas will bring it up for the 80s team. Double team on Thomas. The 9-foot shot, and it's good off the back rim and in. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 10 rebounds. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Craig passes to Galloway. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Here's Thomas. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Thomas against Moore. The 15-footer. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Thomas.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Payne, he's checked in for each one more. The 80s team making a switch here.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Abdul-Jabbar.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
And finished off by Kaminsky.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Gervin outside. Right side Worthy. 5 to shoot. Back to Thomas. From deep three-point range, Craig pulls it in. Phoenix with the ball. Payne with it. The pass to Galloway. Bangs home the trifecta. Galloway's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Phoenix.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Pass to Gervin. Now here is Abdul-Jabbar. Not a lot of room. Out left to the wing. Gervin passes to Worthy. Fires the three. A shot by Dentley, no good. And it's Phoenix's ball. Pass to Payne. Back to Carter. Kaminsky with the ball. And Worthy picks him up defensively. Gervin outside. The floater. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Phoenix turns it over again.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
The Suns making a switch here. Moore's checked in. .54 seconds left in the game. Gervin passes to Worthy. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Olajuwon's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Moore against Gervin. Now here's Moore. Defense is right there. Outside Carter. That's good. And so Galloway with the assist.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to Dantley. Worthing's to Gervin. And the pass to Olajuwon. Trying to get open is Irving. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Moore outside. And so it's the 80s team winning this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.